Today we are going to see Dr. Faustus summary, scene number 10, 11 and 12. Um, in scene number 10, 11 and 12, we have two subplots and a chorus with the story. Before getting into the scene 11, 10, 11 and 12, we will just have a recap of our previous class lessons and get into our class. Welcome, dear students. So, a gentle recap of our story. So, Dr. Faustus, a scholar from German, uh, starts learning black magic. He sells his soul to Lucifer for 24 years of service from Mephistopheles. Mephistopheles is a servant of Lucifer. As a result, Dr. Faustus is able to change to any shape. He can go to any place in no time. So, after he gets the magic power, he goes to Rome, where he goes to Vatican Palace. He goes to the private chamber of Pope. He plays tricks with Pope. After from Rome, he comes to Germany. In Germany, Charles V calls Dr. Faustus, and Dr. Faustus brings Alexander the Great and his lover as a spirit to Charles V. Charles V get impressed. And coming to the subplot, you can see Wagner, the servant of Dr. Faustus, reads the books of Faustus and learns the black magic to some extent. As a result, he appoints a clown as his servant, and he demands from the clown to call him Master Wagner. That's a subplot. And there is a second subplot where we can see Robin and Rafe, who learns magic, and Robin promises his friend Rafe a free drink in a tavern. Okay, now here they also the Robin is also able to call Mephistopheles. When Mephistopheles comes or appears before Robin, uh, he demands the reason for his calling. But when Robin fails to give the reason for the calling of Mephistopheles, Mephistopheles gets angry and warns them that he will turn them into dogs. He will turn them as dogs, and he returned back to Turkey to join Dr. Faustus. Turkey. Okay, that's where we stopped in the last class. So we'll continue from there. That is scene number 10, 11 and 12. So before, I have just missed one thing to say to you, dear students. See, the original title of this by Marlowe for this drama is not just Dr. Faustus. It is the Tragical History of Dr. Faustus. That's the spelling used by Marlowe. The Tragical History of Dr. Faustus. So remember, it is most often asked in net questions. So the title given by Marlowe, Tragical History of Dr. Faustus. Okay, now coming to scene 10. Now, Dr. Faustus has returned to Germany. Now he walks the street. Faustus, when he walks on the street, he meets a horse cursor. Cursor is a horse buyer. He sells his horse to him. Dr. Faustus sells his horse to the horse cursor. And Faustus warns him not to ride the horse into the water. After saying this, Faustus falls asleep. He goes to his room and falls asleep. The horse cursor reappears again. He is now wet. He complains that when he rode his horse into a stream, he turned into a heap of straw. Straw is wagon. He demands his money back. He also tries to wake Faustus. He makes sound near his ear. He then pulls on Dr. Faustus' leg when Faustus will not wake. But the leg breaks off. Dr. Faustus wakes up. Dr. Faustus screams. The horse cursor takes the legs and runs off from the place. Faustus restores his legs immediately. He laughs at the joke that he has played. Wagner, the servant of Dr. Faustus, enters, and this is the chorus, and tells that Dr. Faustus that the Duke of Vanholt has called him. Dr. Faustus agrees to go, and they depart together. And there comes a subplot. Robin and Rafe have stopped in a tavern for a drink. When they stop in a tavern, they listen to wagon driver and horse cursor, குதிரை வாங்குபவர், and horse cursor talk about Faustus. The wagon driver says that Faustus stopped him on the road and asked to give him some hay to eat. The Wagner or carter agreed to sell him all he could eat for 3 fractings. Faustus proceeded to eat the entire wagon load of hay. And again, the horse cursor tells his own story. He says that the same Faustus has sold his horse, but it has turned to hay. He also adds that she took Faustus' leg as revenge and that he is keeping it at his home. Robin and Rafe decide to see Dr. Faustus after a few more drinks in the tavern. And scene number 11 in the palace of Vanholt. Duke Vanholt is impressed with Dr. Faustus' skill of magic, but Duchess is still not happy at Faustus' skill. Hence, Dr. Faustus asks the Duchess what she would like. She tells him she would like a dish of ripe grapes. Faustus asks Mephistopheles bring her some grapes. And Vanholt, Duchess becomes happy. At this point, Robin, Rafe, the carter and the horse courser, and the hostess from the tavern come to the palace of Vanholt. They meet Faustus. The horse courser begins making jokes about Dr. Faustus' wooden leg. Faustus then shows them his leg, which is whole and healthy. The horse courser gets shocked. The horse courser makes a complaint about Dr. Faustus' treatment of them. Faustus uses magical charms and makes them silent. The Duke and the Duchess are much pleased with Faustus' magic display, and they promise to reward Faustus greatly. Now again, there is a chorus from Wagner. This is the fourth chorus. Wagner announces that Faustus is going to die. He says that he has given all his wealth to him, that is Wagner. Scene number 12. Faustus enters to his home with some of the scholars. One of the scholars asks Faustus he can produce Helen of Greece, also known as Helen of Troy. Faustus agrees to produce her. He orders Mephistopheles immediately. Helen herself crosses the stage. The scholars get delighted. The scholars leave. An old man enters. The old man asks Dr. Faustus to repent. The old man asks him to appeal to God for mercy. Once the old man leaves, Mephistopheles threatens Dr. Faustus that he will tear Dr. Faustus into pieces if he disobeys his vow to Lucifer. Dr. Faustus once again vows by once again stabbing his arm and inscribing it in his blood. He asks Mephistopheles to punish the old man. Mephistopheles says that he cannot touch the old man's soul, but he will disturb his body. Faustus then asks Mephistopheles to let him see Helen again. Helen enters, and Dr. Faustus makes a great speech about her beauty and kisses her. Let me stop here, dear student. And in the next class, we will see scene number 13 and an epilogue summary. Thank you for watching the video. Keep learning, keep loving literature, and stay tuned for more updates. Thank you.